each candidate.
Okay, all right.
No political affiliation on the ballot.
We went off on a little tangent there.
That's
sure
fine.
enough.
I mean, it was interesting.
It
was really interesting.
I liked it. I'm going to come back to you, Mr. Veteran, Mr. KC.
Made me sound evil there for a second.
KCK.
$1 million. Anyway. Sharks
with laser beams on their head.
Oh, dude.
Mini-Me gets the laser.
Wait, hold on. We're going to get into that in a little bit. Anyway, do you think that this General Milley has a legitimate chance of being charged with treason for what apparently he actually, I believe, admitted to doing?
In my personal opinion, I think with the government that we have and all the people who've been getting away with crimes against this country who've been just set free, i.e. Hillary Clinton with her emails is one example. I don't think there's going to be any punishment. I don't think there's going to be any at all because I think that the people in charge think that he's right.
Okay, well, based on that, okay, so the people in charge think he's right. Is he allowed to retain his position?
I don't think he will. I'll be honest with you. I think he'll get promoted to a position. I think he'll get.
How do you get promoted from the Joint Chiefs of Staff? Did they automatically make you vice president at that point?
Well, maybe. Let's say this. Let's say, look, we really like what you did. You got really bad press on you, though. So what we're going to do is we're going to want you to resign, and we're going to need you to take this position where you're going to make $500 million a year.
$500 million?
I don't know. I'm just throwing a number out there.
500,000, you mean?
Yeah.
That's more.
It's still probably more than General gets paid. I don't know this for a fact, but
then on the second hand, how do you trust somebody after all this? How can that person be trustworthy?
This is why I'm going to you, because you are a veteran of the armed forces.
But I'm telling you right now, that's what happens. He fucking resigns. He gets a fucking higher paying job. He's gonna get promoted for this.
That's true. He'll be probably like a what is that? Like some sort of what do they call those guys? The lobbyists or whatever.
Yeah. He's going to go work for the military industrial complex.
Right, and guarantee he is also not going to lobby for anything. He's just going to sit on his ass and collect a fucking paycheck.
And then in 2 years, he'll be in the background of everything. So,
well, in 2 years, there's a good chance he'll probably either be running for House of Representatives. Not sure when the Senate race comes up.
But he'll be out of the limelight. So
4 more years, but
I don't know if he can get elected off the basis of him breaking the chain of command like that. I don't.
They would have to charge him with something too at the same point in time.
I believe he's going to become a corporate tool that knows the ins and outs of the military, and he's going to get paid a lot of money to do it.
Blackwater, something like that. Anyway. Okay, well, he also said something probably controversial, I would assume.
Depends on which side you're on.
Other than, to what he said in China, but I think he called the Antifa protests that they were having out there in, I guess that was like Oregon, Washington, and everything like that, pocket protests.
Irrelevant.
Kind of irrelevant. I really don't even know what the fuck that means. But, I'll go ahead and toss it to you, cuz. What do you got on that?
I mean, he basically said that all the riots and burning down of small businesses were pocket change, and none of it mattered.
Pocket change compared to what? I mean, those are people's,
livelihoods and shit. And that's basically what he was saying when he said that comment.
This goes along the lines of...
it's kind of damning, though.
Yeah, it is.
This goes along the lines of how, a different episode I talked about how
you about to say my name is Earl?
No.
Oh, I thought you were.
how the January 6th thing is supposedly a bigger deal than the riots in Portland because you're attacking small businesses owned by smaller people, and then there's another group that attacks a building that's controlled by powerful, rich, wealthy people, right? So, is it a pocket because these people are nobody and those people are important? Basically, it's the same exact thing, in my opinion. It's the same exact thing whether you riot and destroy one area of the United States as compared to riot and destroying a different section.
Not in their eyes, though.
That's right. I understand what you're saying, but I mean, just to clarify, you're saying that the social and more or less the financial structure, economical structure, everything plays way more importance as to what is actually more important according to the news cycles and everything.
Morally, it's equivalent.
Right. Morally, yes. But what do you actually see more of?
But in reality, what do you see more of?
I mean, reality, they push this thing that conservatives and Republicans are crazy people who want to take over the country. That's what they're trying to. That's what the messages, the propaganda is that they're trying to put out. Not just people that are angry about the way that things are happening in this country.
Well, when it comes to the small businesses and the big businesses, which one do they prefer when it comes to?
They definitely control the big businesses. They give
whichever one brings more tax dollars.
They're filling.
That's the question we're getting to.
They're filling their pockets with corporate money.
Right.
And we will get into that another day. Okay, so do you believe that obviously Donald Trump appointed this General Milley to whatever position he was in? Do you believe that he was able to, I will say, not necessarily divulge, but I mean, give basically false information to, at that point in time, the President of the United States, the Commander-in-Chief of the United States Armed Forces. This also being a general who is working on it. I'm going to go to you first because I want to save his answer for last on this one.
I think Donald Trump has weaknesses, and I think that manipulation is one of them because he's never been at the bottom of the barrel where people fucking struggle. And I think that general has more knowledge in manipulation.
Right. Well, he's probably never been in that like pool kind of area.
Right.
Like, he's trying to. Well, I don't necessarily he's trying, but he's swimming with sharks.
Right. He's swimming with sharks and he's bleeding out of his leg.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily bleeding out of his leg, but these motherfuckers have been around the game for years and years and years.
He wasn't as knowledgeable to read people as he should have been. He had positives, but he also had negatives.
Honestly, to me, kind of like if going off what you said right there is accurate, it kind of perplexes me because he's been in business for X amount of years, so he should know when someone's looking him in the eye and bullshit them.
He should.
But anyway, going over to you on that one.
I think Donald Trump was used to making his own decisions on things, and throughout his life, it's fared him. It's fared well for him. I mean,
made a lot of money.
A lot of people complain about his daddy giving him some money. He made that money into bigger money.
He invested that money.
He made even more money. He's got a building with his name on it in the biggest city in the country.
He's got a couple buildings with his name on it, not just one. Just so you know.
And he's created.
He's got multiple casinos.
Well, he doesn't own any of those casinos. He hasn't owned them for a very, very long time.
Really?
Yes.
Well, they
use his brand. They use his name, and he made money off his name, off his brand.
Are they now still makes money?
Are they now Indian casinos?
I don't know if he makes any of that.
I'm not sure.
I still think they fucked up on that one.